Hi guys, Baz from Hobnose UK here. I've got a clutch to cut today, which is a combination of Frenzy and GHI. Frenzy is a gene that I've been proving out for a few years. I made clowns out of it last year. I made Pieds and Super Frenzy Pieds quite a few years ago now. It's just something I haven't really sat on it. I'm building up some other bits and pieces in the background, but this is the first time I've kind of outcrossed the pied with anything. So it's a dark looking pied that looks a bit like a confusion pied, very much like a confusion pied in fact. And I decided I was going to try and make it even darker. So what I've done with this clutch is I've added GHI. I got a GHI het pied from Leeville, and this is the resulting clutch. Actually, that's not strictly true. This is the second resulting clutch. I also had another female Frenzy, which I did the same pairing. I missed. I did not make a Frenzy GHI pied. I made a Frenzy pied, and I made a GHI Frenzy het pied, which is stunning. Let's go and cut these eggs.
So here they are, GHI het pied to Frenzy pied. Day 57 seems to be the charm at the moment. I waited. I was going to cut them today if they hadn't hatched. I can see a pied there already, and you see how deflated they are. I literally was going to cut them this morning, but they've forced the issue. So here we go. I made a Frenzy GHI last year, het pied, and it's amazing. So I went to try again for the visual. There, look at that. Look, that's a GHI Frenzy. Absolutely stunning, and that will be 100% het pied. If that's a male, that might be going to the other one. So that's a female. It's a year ahead of him. So if it's a male, my last few clutches, most of my clutches are female strong, but the last clutch wasn't, which was typical because that's what I needed. Now there, look at that. That is a Frenzy, definitely Frenzy. I don't know if that's got GHI in it as well. And it's still got quite a bit of yolk, considering they're on day 57 and all its clutch mates are pipping. So yeah, that's stunning. I like the look of that. I don't think I'll be able to tell which one's a GHI until they've come out and shed off. But, this one is, it doesn't feel like there's any goo left at all in these eggs. And there's another pied. Wow. Well, that is stunning. Again, I'm going to lean more towards the GHI on that one. It might be one of those where there's two dark combos where it's difficult to actually tell which one's got both of them in, but once they've shed, hopefully it'll be a little bit easier. And at the moment I can't see a lot of them. That one seems to have quite a big yolk left as well. And then we have, that's another GHI Frenzy. Stunning, super dark animals, really, really nice. That's why I did this clutch. Just because the one I made last year, the GHI Frenzy, is so dark. She's awesome. I might show her as well. She came from a 2-egg clutch from my other female Frenzy pied. And the other one was a visible Frenzy pied. So there we have a Frenzy on its own. So that's just a straight Frenzy, that one. Het pied. I might change my mind on that. It's very dark, but I don't think it's GHI. Let's have a look at this next pied. I can see the white through the slit that she's made, or he's made. Okay, so that is the colour I would expect from a normal Frenzy pied. So I suspect those two could both have GHI in them. That's gorgeous. Look how orange that is. Really nice. So I've got 2 chances so far of hitting the double, and I think there's a possibility that I might have done it, which is always nice. And there's a third. So that is not how I'd expect to see a frenzy pied. And look at that stripe, that's got to be the whole shebang. Yeah, I'm going to say that is absolutely gorgeous. So I reckon I got one that's the double, but possibly more. Nice clutch this. I wasn't really sure where to go with the frenzy, and I've got a GHI het pied off of Lee Vell. I thought, oh, that might do something nice, let's have a go with that. And I think that was right. Oh, and there's another pied. Well, that's quite good odds on the pieds. We have 7 eggs and 4 pieds. 8 eggs, I can't count. So that's 50-50, but still, I'm happy with that. And again, that's a really, really dark pied. Cool. I'll show you these when they're out the egg and shed off. Okay, so here they are all shed off. Well, almost all. There's one that hasn't, and this is the a single gene frenzy. You can see the messed up pattern of fingers down the sides. Very typical frenzy. A little bit leopardified, but not quite. Het pied. Not a lot more I can say about that one. And then there's 2 of these. These guys are both frenzy GHIs. Absolutely stunning. I love what this has done to the pattern of the GHI. It's sort of accentuated the granity effect you get with the GHI in the middle of the alien heads, and it's caused lots of like crossing over patterns, and absolutely stunning. Really, really dark coloration, really deep, rich looking animals, really lovely. So look what we've got. So I've already got a female one of these, and that's a female as well. And there's another one. So this again is a frenzy. You see all the frenzy shaped patterns and that have come out across into the GHI. This one's not quite as spectacular as that one. It's not quite as well marked, but still beautiful animal. Look at that, how dark their head is. And that is a female. Excuse the snake poo on my fingernail. Where were we? So this is a typical looking frenzy pied. I'm going to show you some other frenzy pieds in another part of the video. I keep banging the camera. These are really lovely and orangey. I'm pretty sure the camera doesn't pick up how orange these are. So that is a typical looking frenzy pied. They have quite a lot of dark bits around the head and dark patches around the outside of the alien heads. That is a male. Really pretty. Made a few of these before. I know there's a super form of it as well, so that's cool. Now this one here, I'm debating, it's not a standard looking frenzy pied. It's not like any other frenzy pied I've produced before, but it could just be a bit of a different looking one. It doesn't strike me as having GHI in it. I don't think it's dark enough. Although it's a really cool looking animal. It's not, I don't think it's dark enough to have GHI in it. And you'll see why I say that in a minute. And that is also a girl. Lots of girls in this clutch, unlike the last clutch that I videoed. So in this one here, I think this one is a bit of a I think this one's just a GHI on its own. It's not a bit of everything. This is a typical looking GHI pied compared to what I've been looking at. When I say typical looking, I've never made one before. I don't know if you can hear that noise in the background. That's the soundbar we're trying to get out. Right on cue. And that is what I think a typical looking GHI pied that I could see on the internet looks like. Really nice animal, dark, quite nice. I like the crisscross patterns across its back. Really nice animal. That's the first time I've produced a GHI pied, and I like it. It's nice and dark, very reminiscent of a confusion pied as well. And that's a boy. So then these next two are GHI frenzy pieds. See, you can see the orange of the frenzy in this one, but look how dark the sides in that are, and look how dark the back of the neck and approaching the back of the head is, and the head is just black. It's beautiful. There's another little saddle down there with dark bits all around the outsides. I really like that. And that one's not got a great deal of expression, but you can see clearly that there it's got the GHI in it, so that's I'm pretty sure about 90% that that's GHI frenzy pied. So that was the aim of this clutch, to make one of these, and that's a boy. But I've got two, so this is the second one, and this thing is spectacular. You clearly see like one saddle there, which is, I've still got snake crap on my hands. This is clearly GHI, and this one's much darker, but with all the oranges of the frenzy in it again, and again leading up to the neck and the head, it's just black. It literally is so dark. I love the sides of the face, and the sides of the neck is just super dark, absolutely gorgeously marked. Look at that. So and there's lots of, I've made lots of different sort of pieds from Africans and that in the past, but I'm really happy with the way these frenzy ones have turned out, and the frenzy with the GHI on top is, I think these are stunning, absolutely gorgeous. And look at the sex of this one. Yeah, it'd be nice if that's a girl, because I'll probably want to keep this one, and it's a boy of course, but I don't know if I can let that go. That's too nice. There's another little tiny saddle down the back end there. Look at that, absolutely beautiful animal, stunning, absolutely stunning.
So there you go, what a stunning clutch. Took me 2 clutches to hit what I needed, and then I got 2 of them. Those frenzy GHI combos are absolutely stunning. The frenzy GHI pied combos, should I say. But also the GHI frenzies het pieds, the pair of them there are absolutely gorgeous. Really happy with how this clutch turned out. They're not quite as dark as I expected, but they've significantly darkened each other up. Not quite sure where I'm going to go from here. Probably go for super GHI pied with super frenzy, super GHI pied. Could be really cool. So there you go. So if you enjoyed this video, please tick the like. If you haven't already, please subscribe, I'd appreciate it, and try and stay cool out there.